there, it's Hyperhealing Mom, taking a little break from scrubbing my stove to have a little conversation with you. My kid's teacher yesterday sent a WhatsApp saying that she'd like to meet with my daughter for the last time before she goes out on her Passover break. And I'm looking at it and saying, what have they been doing until now? Have they not been on break? Did the teacher think that the children were in school up until now? Is this some kind of cruel joke? I have no words. Passover is this week, and to all my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, it's a 3-day holiday. Kids have been home for nearly a month, and you must be really stressed. Normally, Passover is a pretty stressful holiday. Gotta clean the entire house top to bottom. And just those few days before Passover with the children home is super difficult. Well, actually, I'm making this video because of a world-class kindergarten teacher. Shout out to Maura Bracha from Dallas, Texas, who said that she's speaking to a lot of parents who say, how are we gonna manage this year? What are we gonna do during this 3-day holiday? How are we gonna keep our kids busy? We're barely holding on by a thread right now. So I wanted to discuss with you a few ideas. What's making us so stressed? Number one, are we managing to get our kids to help up until now? Passover needs a huge amount of help in cleaning and organizing. Are the kids sitting around watching movies while we scurry around and take care of everything? Number two, how do we structure a day and get it organized so that we actually get to the holiday alive? And number three, how do we make it meaningful? So let's tackle this. Our kids used to go to school, and in school their teachers used to make them sit down and do math. How did they do that? Teachers have a layered strategy. So let's copy what they do and see if we can pull this off at home. Number one, the teachers are extremely clear about what they expect the children to do. Give an assignment to each child, give it in advance, write it down. Number two, there's a very specific amount of time that the children have to work every day. It's not indefinite. Number three, have a reward when they conclude. Since we can't leave the house, I'm giving Amazon dollar rewards. So for every certain amount of time that the children are helpful, they get an Amazon dollar. And then we go online and we get to choose something nice for the kids to buy for the holiday. Besides for the rewards, which are all pleasant and nice, we also want to have some negative reinforcement, just to keep them in line and remind them they actually have to do what we ask them to do. It's not a suggestion, it's a command. So if a child does not do hers or his chore, there is a consequence. A shorter time on a movie. The treat that you're giving out to all the children after they finish their chore, that child gets less. We also want to make it energetic and fun. Putting music on in the background, everyone working together is a very, very effective way of doing that. Do not do the chore for your child if your child hasn't done it. You have to trust your child to do it and wait until that child gets it done. Reinforce, be clear, set a time limit, and don't do it for him. Next, we're worried about the structure of the day. We have the pre-Passover and during the 3-day holiday structure. The pre-Passover structure must be written down every day. Take out a large piece of paper, take out a whiteboard, write down what the children need to do each day, what time we're waking up, what time we're getting going on our chores, and write down the specific chore each child needs to do. Like I've said in previous videos, 4 separate routines per day per child. But do not structure the entire day because your children will rebel. What about that 3-day holiday? Help! There's no electronics. What are the kids gonna do for all of these days? Well, first of all, we need to unplug those children so that they are not dependent on screens. That's a scary thing. So again, we're gonna need to structure this. You're gonna take out some toys that the kids used to play with before they got their little device. You're gonna decide with the children which toys and which games they're going to play with each day of the holiday. Going out into your yard, spending a little bit of time in the beautiful sun outside. Ask the children what they enjoy playing and make sure that you set aside some rest time where the children are just playing quietly and you get to sit down and read a book. That's very important. Write everything down Ask the children what they want to do and make sure that you have some quiet time for yourself. Number 3, how do we make this year's Seder meaningful? You're not at a hotel, you're not with the grandparents, you're doing it alone. Probably for the first time ever. Now the Seder has a certain structure to it, but the children infuse their own meaning. We don't have to go through it in the conventional way. If you have little kids, going through every single piece of text is not as necessary as talking with them and singing with them and making it an incredibly fun family environment. In our house, I asked the children to make a theme, and every year we have a beautiful theme and they paint all the windows. When the children paint around the room, it becomes their room. When they decorate and they bring their favorite pillows and they bring their favorite toys into the room, it's their room. They're invested. Get them to make skits, get them to make plays, get them to find costumes that work for the Seder night and make this Seder their own. You can take the 10 plates and have the children act them out. We like to take marshmallows and stick them on ourselves for the boils. And we take some ping pong balls and throw them at each other for the hail. Red Jell-O for the blood. So think of ideas and get the children excited. But you've also got to get yourselves excited. Listen to some classes online. Read some interesting things about the Seder and share that with your family. Passover is the holiday of freedom. I'm wishing all Jews, wherever they are, during this coronavirus running straight into Passover vacation, a time for freedom from preconceived notions about the way a Seder is supposed to look. And freedom from being tied to old structures and being able to allow ourselves to play and sing and be silly and clean the house together with a slip and slide. And freedom from our addictions to our screens. May it be a beautiful holiday for all of you, and God willing, next year we'll all be together in Jerusalem.